So
We've got
you
24
joined with
participants,
video.
but I don't either.
Yeah, I see the participants as well.
Mm-hmm.
I can see everybody.
You can?
Yeah,
How did you do that?
it
That's
just
weird.
comes up like that always, you know?
Yeah, I
I
just,
see 4.
So if you go to the left-hand
uh-oh.
Oh,
Rosanna.
audio down there,
Mhm.
Rosanna, we can't hear you.
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, now
Yes.
I can, yeah.
So that left-hand bottom audio on an
Uh-oh.
iPad, it's going to be at the top. If you're on a PC or a laptop, it's on the bottom left-hand. And you have to click that little arrow and it gives you audio settings.
Yeah, I did that, but it's not,
So yours is video settings.
mine just
Oh.
says video.
No, there's both. There's both
Yeah.
there.
Audio settings, yeah.
Okay. And then view options, there's view options at the very top. So
Right.
a lot of things to look at.
Hmm.
Okay.
And maybe,
Well, maybe
you
for
can
next
see
time.
everybody.
Okay. Okay, tell me when you'd like me to start. Hi, Judy.
do we know if Cynthia has been able to hear us?
Not yet, we need to.
Yeah.
She's very an important person, so we should need to figure that out.
Jeremy said hi. Hi, Jeremy.
Stephanie's
I
back.
muted myself.
Just let me know whenever you're ready, Tanya. We need Cynthia to start singing now.
Here you are, Elena.
Huh.
I love Cynthia's picture. Look at that.
Here I am.
There you are.
I can't see her.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Okay, looks like we're live on Facebook.
Cynthia, can you hear yet?
I can.
Oh, sorry, Cynthia Woods. Can she hear? Sorry. Do we know?
She hasn't said anything, so she
She
probably
didn't
can't. Oh no.
Oh,
Okay, who wants to be the moderator?
Okay.
I'm gonna have to.
do not pick me. I just texted her to see if maybe she can hear us. What time is it? 34?
Yeah,
You have to get moving.
I know.
Yeah, go.
Okay.
Go ahead, and then I'll see if she'll
Okay. if she
answer
can
my
come.
text.
Oh, okay, that sounds good. All right, we'll go ahead and get started. I'm Liz Andrews, your Women's Council of Realtors Sacramento president, my second year, in case you didn't know, and I'm queen for the moment. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. I wanted to thank everybody for being on here today. This is fantastic. We've got a great group. We've got some dynamic women that are absolutely fantastic and have a lot of things to share with us. So I want to get started by welcoming and letting you know who our strategic partners are this year for 2020. We have for Platinum, the Money Store. For Gold, Mo's Home Decor. Silver, Home Smart and I Care Realty. Bronze, our Sac Delta Property Management. Our level 1 people are California Capital, Galster Real Estate, Home Guard, Virtuance, and First American Title. So, and also our our national affiliates is the Orange Coast Title Company, Big Valley Mortgage, Guild Mortgage, Win Home Inspections, U.S. Bank Home Mortgage, Envoy Mortgage, Land Home Financial Services, Evergreen Home Loans, and Loan Depot, Golden One Credit Union. Without all of them, we would not be able to exist, right? So they really contribute a lot to us, and we really want to thank them and appreciate them very much. I'd like to also introduce our board members. President-elect, we have Sharon Robinson.
Good morning.
Beth Fleur, who's our recording secretary, she's not here today. Tanya Werman, who's our treasurer. We have Savannah Hurst, who's our membership director, and Melissa Moya, who's our program director. And that is your board. So if you have any questions or that we can help you with or anything at all, please reach out to us. We're always willing to help. So let's get started. First of all, Sharon is going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. If you want to stand, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Okay, Sharon?
Okay. Everybody's speak along with me. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God,
indivisible,
with
liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much, Sharon.
And justice for all.
I want to say, read who we are and where we're going. Our mission statement for the Women's Council of Realtors is we're the network of successful realtors, advancing women as business leaders in the industry and in the communities we serve. Where we are going, our vision and our long-term goals. Our statement is the Women's Council of Realtors is recognized as the voice for women in real estate and the premier source for the development of leaders in the industry, organized real estate and beyond. We have a lot of goals. We are a great group of dynamic women, and we can do a lot, and together we can do even more. Okay, this morning, Savannah Hurst is going to give our inspiration. So Savannah?
Hi, good morning. Well, almost good afternoon, everyone. I have 3 different sentences that I found that I think are great inspirational sentences whenever we're talking about leadership. The first is, do not listen with the intent to reply, but with the intent to understand if you're a leader. The second one is by Sheryl Sandberg, the COO of Facebook. Leadership is about making others better as a result of your presence and making sure that impact lasts in your absence. And then the third is by H. Jackson Brown. Don't forget, a person's greatest emotional need is to feel appreciated as a leader. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Also, I want to acknowledge if there's anyone on here that as a first-time acknowledgement, we want to welcome you and thank you very much for joining us and for attending. We encourage you to join us. It's an organization that you can really fully receive the value of the membership. It includes not only all of the industry events that we do, our fundraisers. There's a lot to learn, and the people are just absolutely fantastic. Both men and women are in our organization, and we'd like you to please reach out and contact us. You have our contact numbers, or you can get on our website and get those, and we can talk to you about it some more. So wanted to bring up too that we are collecting raffle prizes. We're going to go ahead with our the state leadership meeting. It's going to be May 4th and 5th. So be sure and get on Eventbrite and get signed up for that. We'll have more information for you of all the classes that is coming up. And also we're going to, I apologize for my dog. Okay, anyway, our raffle prize that we're putting together, they have this down at our last, our winter meeting, and it's a basket where we would put up, just get a bunch of things together, and we're going to raffle it off, and half of the proceeds go to state and half the proceeds goes to the individual networks. So Rosanna has been kind enough to donate to stay in her new apartment by her house, and over by the, and let's see, some Crocker Art Museum tickets. I'll get it all out, Rosanna. So she has donated a lot of things. Everybody can donate like a gift card for dinner, lunch, or even a river cruise. Raffle tickets maybe to the River Cats or, you know, Giants or whomever. Those are always good things to do. In Palm Springs basket, they got $1,200, and let's see, San Diego got $750. So when you split it with the state, it's still good money, just the same for the fundraiser. I'm going to see if I can't find a Michael Kors or a Kate Spade purse and put in there also, because if you're going to be staying at Rosanna's house, you better have a nice purse, and so you can go over there to the Crocker Museum. Okay, so that's what I wanted to bring out there. Reach out to me and let me know if there's anything I can do. I'll be more than glad to come and pick them up, pick the raffle prizes up if you would like. But we do need those, and I want you to get on to Eventbrite and be sure and sign up. It's going to be fantastic for May 4th and 5th. And there's a lot of learning, great speakers. I think you'll enjoy it very, very much. So that's all I had to say at this point. So I will let Melissa take over and go ahead and introduce our dynamic four.
Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody is well. Thank you for coming today. So we have four amazing ladies on our panel today. Rosanna Garcia from Garcia Realty. There she is. Sue Galster from Galster Group. There she is. Samantha Toe from Portfolio Real Estate. Oh, there she is. And Darcie Stratton from EXP Realty. Oh, there she is. Sorry, my squares, I can't find everybody. Cynthia, I don't think you can hear, or you can't listen to us.
I think I traded the devices. I think this one will work. I'm on my iPad.
Oh, okay. Do you want to continue as being the lady in charge?
I'm ready.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry.
No worries. I guess we could start with Samantha. How does one go from starting out in real estate to leading a #1 team and reaching 7-figure success?
Wow. I wrote some notes down. Well, it's not about just ourselves. Once we achieved it, it's time for us to help others attain it as well. The reason my partner Judy and myself open up Portfolio is to use what we learn, what we know, what we've achieved to train and mentor future real estate professionals. As you see, most of our team members right now are probably in their teens or not in their 20s. Makes me feel like their mother, which they probably their mom. So we've mentored over 30 successful agents through the years. We've been partners for about 12 years now. So I tell each team member it's about building relationship. It's about not burning bridges, going out there and network. You know, just sitting in the office is not going to make you anything. You have to put yourself out there. If you're not willing to put yourself out there and network with other people, join professional networking opportunities like Women's Council, like ARIA, like NAREP, like SAR. There's so many different committees that you guys can all join. It's building that rapport with other successful agents, finding a mentor that will actually take you under their wings and train you. Sometimes they don't even, you don't have to be part of the team. Like any agent from other companies have called me and I'll talk to them, I'll mentor them. And there's nothing you know, I'm not gaining anything, but I love helping others achieve it. Even if I have a listing and they're a newer agent, I would actually mentor them how they can get their offer accepted. This is, you know, X, Y, and Z, what you need to do. And they love it. And that just takes on relationship. Like the other day we had an offer. I met the agents at an open house. And she's like, I've seen you at SRR. You're in a lot of different communities. I go, I try. And you know what? There's 12 offers. My client was actually selling a house or pulling cash out of her Bay Area and buying this house. We didn't get it the first time, but I told the agent, let me know if it falls out. And sure enough, it fell out. During COVID-19, my client, I called her up. I go, you still want it? She goes, yes. We just closed it yesterday. She's super amazed that agent is an SAR person as well. That's the kind of relationship you want, is knowing that the person that you are, you're going to say what you're going to do and you can achieve it. That's going to build a longer relationship. And one of the other questions I think you guys asked was, what should a new agent do? New agents should always, first advice, answer your phones. Yep. You know, it's going back to the basics. People are letting it go to voicemail or text message. It gets old. People actually want to hear human voice, especially during the shelter in place right now. Just reach out, be you, be personable.
Thank you. Rosanna, do you have anything to add to the how to start from the beginning to get to the 7-figure success?
I mean, I echo what Samantha says. I'll tell you, I can't believe how many times clients will say, oh, you answer your phone? And I'm like, well, if we want to make money in this business, we better answer our phone. And you'd be surprised how many people don't answer their phone. So, I mean, I think that's like basic 101, but a lot of people don't answer their phone. So make sure you answer your phone. And appraisers tell me that all the time. I can't believe you answer your phone, and I can't believe that you're talking to me, and I can't believe that you gave me so much information. So relationships is everything. And you get relationships by belonging to Women's Council and other affiliated organizations, just like she said.
Sue, do you have anything?
I agree with everything that Rosanna and Samantha have said. I think it's one thing also for us to remember that it's not a one-way trajectory when you're growing your team or business, is that you're going to go up and you're going to have failures, and you're going to go up and you're going to have failures, and you're going to go up. And so those failures, I've always tried to learn from them and kind of look back at them. It's hard when you're going through them to, I'm not sure I'm appreciative of them until I'm through them, but it's those types of experiences that have helped us to grow.
Great. Darcie, I know you're at the disadvantage being the last person, but do you have anything that you would like to add?
Sure, yeah. Hi, everyone. So 2 things I'd love to add is, I love to tell this to new agents too, is just leave your fear at the door and just be fearless. Just be fearless. And you can do that by surrounding yourself by good people in this industry who help rise you up and who help give you good motivational, good support, good advice. So if you're surrounding yourself around people who are maybe like a little bit higher level than you are and you want to be there, you can put that fear aside and you can have them help you reach them. So you are who you are, you surround yourself with. I heard this great saying, the well you drink from is the well you think from. So surround yourself around people who are a little bit of a level up and that you can aspire to be, and take that advice and just push your fear away, because you can get through it.
Great. Would you like to tell us how you maintain a work-life balance?
Could you tell me how I can do that? So as you know, we're all sheltering in place, and I have 3 little boys, so 11, 9, and 5. So it took me 2 weeks to surrender, I like to say that word, to this whole homeschooling thing. I used to be a teacher 12 years ago, but I've been an agent now for 12 years. So I had to kind of change my mindset and shift and learn how to trickle business in between that as we focus on school. So now as I think we're 4 weeks in now, I'm getting my groove. So I can say the best thing that I do daily is I get up early, I work out, and I'll bring my boys with me now. And I just get that mindset on right, get that morning hour of gotta do the dishes, set your mindfulness of what you want to accomplish that day. Sometimes the night before, I will text my husband 5 things I want to accomplish the next day. Maybe it has nothing to do with work, maybe it does. But I like to kind of get that, knowing that if I could accomplish 3 to 5 things in one day, that makes me feel like I have control. You know, I like that. I like that feeling of, okay, I've accomplished something. Okay, what am I going to do the next day? So balancing work, balancing life. I mean, I've got some great stories where I've taken my kids with me to show property and they've fallen in the pool, and, you know, it's hard. You know, that's why I kind of do this job, is that I can be around my kids. But I think the best thing is, you know, keeping that positive energy going forward and setting a daily goal, even if it's one little thing. I'm going to balance my work bank book for the day, you know, whatever you need to do. Or I'm going to call 10 people. That's it. I mean, you just won the day right there. If you can call 10 people and homeschool 3 kids in my book, you won the day. You are amazing, you know, because right now it's a little different. We have to kind of figure out different ways to get ourselves out there to our clients. And I don't know, just staying on track. We have to stay on track, and I'm still working on it. I'm a work in progress, girlfriend. I'm a work in progress.
You're getting a lot of reaction on the chat. And I have a gardener here, so I apologize for that. Sue Galster, do you have anything to add to that? And I'm going to mute myself.
I'm not sure I'm good at it. I'm not sure I'm successful at it. But early on in my career, a wise agent told me, if you have a personal event or something with the family, always call it an appointment. So that when I'm setting proper expectations for whether it's our agents or buyers or sellers, I'll say, oh, I can do this until 5:30. At 5:30, I have an appointment in Fair Oaks. And I've never had anybody question, oh, what are you doing? You know, they just leave it at that. So I think that that's always been a good little tactic for me, as I have an appointment. But I think I'm a work in progress, just like Darcie said too.
I totally agree with what Sue said. That was one of the best advice that I got starting out in this business. I was a room mom for both my daughters, kindergarten and first grade teacher, and I had constantly chaperone and volunteer, and I was a single mom at the time. And I would tell my clients, oh, I got to take my daughter to this and that. They're like, your kids are more important than me as your client. I was like, then someone took me aside and told me the exact same thing. This was like 15 years ago. Treat your kids yourself as an appointment, and no one will ever question you because they know you are working with other clients. If you're working with one client, something's wrong. So, so I always did that, and that key of success is you have to take time for yourself, take time, treat your appointments with your kids. Even you're planning a lunch date with your kids, your teenage daughters now, treat it as an appointment. Your clients will actually appreciate it, that you're honest and you tell them that you have other appointments already set. You just can't say it's personal. Then they feel like they're not important. We always value each of our clients. Everybody's important. Even me volunteering, I tell my clients, oh, I have an appointment, even though I'm helping out at a golf tournament or a charity event or something, I treat it as my appointment as well, unless it's something crazy. You know, I tell them the truth, and they're very happy and they're like, wow, you do give back. So stuff like that is the exception.
Great. Rosanna, do you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, so you all know how many things I've got my hands in, right? So I tell people all the time, when you want something done, to just ask the busy person, right? So that's one thing, that when you're busy, you learn how to prioritize, and like everybody else is saying, you learn to create the appointments, and you got to stick to your guns. Simple as that. You do, you know, family trips. What I always tell people is you should be taking a vacation every year, if not more than one. You just plan it and you just do it. And you make no excuses, and you don't say, oh, I can't do that because of X, Y, and Z. You just do it. And I think that taking personal time makes you a better person, makes you a better realtor, makes you a better parent, makes you a better aunt, uncle, on and on and on. So if you're not taking that personal time to create that balance, you're not doing anybody else any good either, because you're going to have a bad attitude. And nobody wants to work with bad attitude. Your
Right.
kids don't like it, your clients don't like it. So self-care is really, really important.
Cheryl Keller said that you have a full schedule, not a busy schedule.
We all do, especially women.
Rosanna, what advice would you give to new agents on dealing with failure and challenge when getting started in real estate?
So like anything, that you do, and everybody that knows my favorite analogy for anything that you are going to put time into is the gym analogy. When you join the gym and then you never go and you can't figure out why you're not getting into shape. So I take that in the whole aspect, counsel, life, and everything else. It is what you put into it. So as a new agent, what are you putting into it? How are you showing up? How are you connecting with people? My advice to new agents is always join Women's Council first, of course, because you have a built-in network of support. I mean, everybody, look at the people on this screen. It's like all these people are here to mentor you and to help you and to lift you up. And that's the beautiful thing about our organization. And so it extends out to other organizations too within our association. So my first advice is, how are you going to get yourself out there? How are you going to network? Because like Samantha said to begin with, this business is created with building relationships. And, I know a couple people on the screen that when I told them you should be involved in Women's Council, it took their business to a whole new level. I'm not staring at you, Anthony. But anyway, but it's the truth. It's the honest to God truth. That's what it is. It's like, as a new agent, as a new anything in this business, you have to build relationships, and people have to get to know you and have to get to trust you. And that's the main thing, whether it be Women's Council, REA, NAREP, Sacramento Association of Realtors, or even your local chamber, even your local BNI, all of that, church, everything. That's where people get to know you and get to trust you, and that's when you're going to gain business.
Darcie, do you have any advice for new agents?
I love what Rosanna said. That was really, really, really good. Okay, here's a little something that I like to tell new agents that I'm helping. I don't know if you guys have heard of the Tony Robbins DISC test, DISC, personality test. I love for new agents to take that because they can see their strengths and see their weaknesses. So once you have that information, you can also start to see when you go out with clients where those clients fall in that DISC test as well. So here's an example. I don't have what's called a lot of C, which is let's just keep this between us and our circle of trust here. So, I don't have a lot of, which is detail, and that's not my greatest strength, okay? So when you have a client that is a very detailed person, my husband's an engineer, very detailed person, they like to check the boxes. And when I was a new agent, I would get those people that were, a high C or a detailed person, and they would be checking boxes all the time and asking me. And I'm like, oh, they don't trust me. Oh, what's going on? But no, it's just who they are. And I need to validate that. I need to validate, hey, yes, today we're going to do that. And tomorrow we're going to check in and we're going to do that. And so knowing different people's personalities, we're in this business of relationships and personalities and osmosis, how we kind of need to blend and, be a chameleon with our clients. It's awesome to recognize these personality types. So I highly recommend taking the Tony Robbins DISC test.
Thank you. Sue or Samantha, I know you already touched on it. Do either of you have anything to add?
I think that it's that especially as leaders, it's important for us to share that we have had challenges and we have had failures, and Don't tell anybody. We've missed out on listings. Somebody's gone with somebody else other than me, or buyers have bought through using somebody other than me. And so I think it's really important for us to be real with our business, as much as that hurts. And it's okay to mourn that loss, that failure. And I try to only be bummed for about a day and then let it go. Easier said than done. But I think that we've all forgotten something. We've all missed an appointment. We've all missed a disclosure, all kinds of things like that. And I think it's really important for us to share with especially new agents. I don't encourage this, but it'll happen. And then move on, and hopefully as leaders we lift them up.
Yeah, I agree with everything everybody says. I just wrote down, find a mentor that's willing to help you, regardless if you're on their team or in the same company. There's a lot of successful agents like myself that actually, you can pull me aside and ask me a few questions. I can tell you what you need to do and what not. What I've learned from Women's Council, I've shared with people. What I've learned from Ari, I'll share with people. What I've learned from Tony Robbins, Craig Proctor's, Tom Ferry. I've actually take all of that and I've shared it with a lot of people, like Cynthia. Every time we went to a Women's Council event, I would teach her something new. But find a mentor, listen, learn. Number one thing for a real estate agent or any agent to succeed is follow up. You would be surprised how many people do not follow up. And that's where you start losing business. Follow up until they tell you to go away and follow up again. You might never know. And sometimes leads or take about a year or two until they want to buy. But it's how you do the business and how you follow up, maintain friendship. Just going out to networking, don't go right away and ask, oh, can you give me some leads? That's a turnoff. Create a relationship, build a friendship. Send them, if you're working with a lender, send them a loan and then build a relationship. Then maybe they'll give you some buyers or a realtor and stuff. Every time a realtor called me for a showing, I actually save their name and number and I put what company they're from. So when they call me again, I know that I've already spoken to this person and they're my contact in my phone database. So I'll answer it again if they ever call. So that's why my phone is so jammed with numbers. Every time someone calls me, I say, hey, Melissa, how are you? They go, you know my number? I go, yeah, we must have spoke before. So I saved you in my system. People love that personal touch of you knowing their name. So that's one key thing. That's it.
Can I just add one thing too? To take advantage of education, SAR provides a plethora of education. And while you're learning the business, it's really important for you to stay sharp on your skills. And Sacramento Association of Realtors, and like other people belong to other associations on this call, they do a great job of presenting great educational content for you. And it's one thing that I usually say to agents or realtors that I'm involved in a transaction, and I can tell that they're brand new and I can tell that they need to sharpen their skills. And I write them an email saying, if you want to stay in this business for a long period of time, and if you want to be one of the top producers, I highly advise that you take advantage of education at Sacramento Association of Realtors, because that will set you apart from other realtors. Professionalism, ethics, your conduct, all of that will always set you apart. And believe me, there are lots of people that need to sharpen their skills and they don't take advantage of what we have at our associations. And you won't stand apart if you don't stay on top of your game. You're going to get buried. So it's very important to take advantage of education while you're building your business and learning your craft.
I agree. Right now during COVID-19, it's all free because it's all through Zoom right now, and NAR has slashed prices too. So take advantage. Get some destination while you're sheltered in place. I tell all my agents, now it's the time to start working on your destinations as a brand new agent. Some of these classes are free, and some of them, and they're offering it through Zoom as a one-day course. SAR is doing all their lunch and learns through Zoom, and it's free. Take advantage of that right now. It's crazy how much money you're saving just by logging on to Zoom. They have classes almost every day.
Well, that segues into the next question because we have several agents that I know are having a hard time during this time keeping their pipeline going. So what are some of the tactics you are using to keep your pipeline connected during the COVID-19 pandemic? Samantha?
Oh. I tell my team, I actually had them on a coaching call with one of this coach right now, and he's like, tell them, each of them, every day you should be setting goals for yourself. Do 2 by 2 by 2 means like make sure you're doing 2 personal calls, 2 personal text message, 2 personal emails or messenger or Facebook. And then the next day, add another 2. By the end of the week, you've already reached 10. But if you can do more than 2, do 5 a day, do 10 a day. Keep going, having this consistency of being that personal touch. People want to hear your voice, or just text them. I'm getting texts from other agents from around the country right now. Hey, Sam, how are you doing? I hope your family's safe. I mean, that means a lot. I mean, I probably met them at an event, either Women's Council or a national event or something, but they're on my Facebook friends, or they're not, but they're reaching out. I think that's the key thing right now. And you might not know, you might get referrals from just that personal touch, or someone's having a bad day, and having someone check in and saying, hi, how are you? Hope your family's doing well. It means a lot right now. Some people are sheltering in place by themselves, and they need that personal call, or just call and talk for 20 minutes to an hour. You don't know how that's going to change their life. It probably gives them more motivation, and maybe they'll call somebody because it made them feel good. It's going to make someone else feel good as well. Another thing that's coming back is handwritten notes. When's the last time we all did a handwritten note? Send it to a client, send it to a friend, send it to a referral that referred you business in the past. I mean, I got my PMN from Women's Council. I'm going to start handwriting to everyone that sent me a referral to make me obtain, to help me achieve that and attain my my membership there. You know, so that's a good way right there. But yeah,
Thank you.
Sorry.
No, that's great. Darcie, do you have anything to offer what you're doing to keep your pipeline going during this pandemic?
Yes. Okay. So my number one thing is getting myself on the excitement bandwagon, because I know it's hard to keep ourselves, full of energy, because your energy is breeding results. Whatever your energy level is, that's the result you're going to get. So I have to keep my energy level high. And it's a little hard because it's scattered, because I'm doing homeschooling. I'm closing out a lot of deals that we've had in the pipe, but I have to still keep creating. I don't want to have a lull in my business 4 to 6 months from now. So I have to work on that brand of me. And that's different, because usually I just go be around people, and that's how I, helped build our business. But now I can't be around people as much. So I have to learn how to let people, I love to be around people and hug and hold and feel energy. And I have to kind of show that through this a little differently. I love to just make a video call. Hey, I was thinking of you. How are your sweet little girls? Just call me anytime. Just wanted to reach out. And boom, send that to a client that's I've been looking with for a long time. Some of my clients have lost their job. I dropped off little mixed drink cocktails in mason jars a week ago to 15 people. Just laid it on their doorstep. Didn't even say anything about real estate, and just sent them a little text like, hey, this is an orange dreamsicle. All your dreams come true when you drink it. I hope you're doing amazing. Just little things. Let me see what else. I'm trying to keep my mindset really, really high. I haven't watched the news one time since any of this, so I'm kind of a little naive, which is probably a good thing for me right now. So I am just really getting on the excitement bandwagon, working on creating my brand, and just keeping that strong. And honestly, like, to be truthfully raw, I need to get on the phones. And I need to hold myself accountable to that daily. So that's just a great way for people to, thrive during this time. And this too shall pass. Taffy and I say that to our clients a lot. And we're going to remember this little blurb. So take lots of pictures, because we'll make I tell my books, my boys, we're going to make a little book of all of our pictures of us all together during COVID-19.
Rosanna?
So I was going to say what Samantha said about writing handwritten notes. I think that that's like really personal. And so what I've been doing is what she said is writing handwritten notes to people, just saying, hey, how are you doing? I'm thinking about you. I'm here for you now. If you need anything, let me know. And that's it. Just saying that I'm here for people. You know, the other part of it is every New Year, I get those little, you know, those little note calendars that we can get at our association that as the
Magnet, yeah.
the refrigerator magnet. So I give those out to 100 of my neighbors every New Year's with the lottery scratcher, of course. So me. So lottery scratcher, and I just write Happy New Year. I hope that you have health, happiness, and success, and maybe even hit the lottery, right? And I just got an email from one of those neighbors that referred me to her brother to list his house, and I'm going there tomorrow to go list the house. I'm doing it online. We did the Zoom listing presentation online, but I'm going to go see the house tomorrow. So, you know, little things like that. I spent all of $2.50 on that, and look what it will bring. So I think that handwritten notes is a lost art, you know, and I went to Catholic school, so we have good handwriting. So I need to use my good handwriting. So,
Great.
So I have this making phone calls, you know, just making phone calls to say, hi, how are you? And I hope that your family is doing okay. And, you know, we're here to support you, and you're not in this alone, because some people feel really alone, you know, and a lot of us are still very busy and we're still doing business, but a lot of people are just literally twiddling their thumbs or binge watching Ozark. So, I mean, you know, it's, you know, some people need a shout out, and it's nice to hear somebody's voice on the end of the phone saying, you know, I really care.
Yeah, I agree. Sue, do you have anything you want to add before we go on to the next question?
We took the opportunity of this downtime to, we are mailing to every single person on our database, and we have a large database. We've written a letter from the heart so that we, it, you know, it's very personal. It's not, you know, it's hopefully something that will resonate with our past clients, friends, neighbors, family. Again, we have a large database, and so we are in the process of sending that out to everybody to kind of talk about what's going on.
Great. Would any of you like to share what your leadership vision will be for the next 5 years, or what it is for the next 5 years?
I know what Rosanna is.
No, you don't.
Start. Go ahead, Rosanna. You can start.
So if you don't know, I'm next year I'm president for Women's Council of Realtors California. So hopefully we will all be together in Indian Wells.
Yes.
Yes.
Have this energy that you're all going to come and salsa with me. So hopefully that will be, yeah, mark your calendars, February 9th. That's installation, February 9th, 2021.
Okay.
So that's the first step. And then if you look down the road for 5 years, I mean, within the 5 years, I hope that probably I'll be president for Sacramento Association of Realtors in one of those years. So,
nice.
So we'll see.
Great.
You got my vote. For me, I want to continue being on the board at the Sacramento Association of Realtors. I want to continue with my local association with ARIA, which is the Asian Real Estate Association of America. Locally and nationally, I'm also on the National Task Force for sponsorship. And then I also want to put in my hat in to help Rosanna in her year in 2021 for California Women's Council.
All right.
I'll
Sue,
go.
Darcie? Yep, go ahead.
So I still want to keep continuing growing our little team we have going in Newcastle. It's going really well. We're having fun with new agents. I also am on a nonprofit that, you know, is with horses and animals, my two favorite things. Horses and kids, my two favorite things. So I would love to see that grow. And by having that grow, you know, I go out into the business world. So that's one thing I need to work on as being a leader, is getting out there more with the business community and building those strong relationships. And you know, doing more chamber things, kind of getting in that action, and you know, just working on that leadership skills in general, I think is a good thing when we're in real estate. And yeah, getting that nonprofit going for me is going to be a good jam for me.
Great. Okay, Sue, were you going to add anything or no?
I'm always trying to grow my own personal business and our company business. It's an interesting time because in a couple of months I turn 60. So thank you. On a personal note, the last few years, Steve and I have been trying to think what are bucket list items that we want to do. So that's been something that we've been planning on, although right now our luggage is getting dust on it because of these times. But I believe we're going to get to travel in the future.
Well, tell me, if you weren't selling real estate, what would you be doing?
I'd be a flight attendant.
All right. Samantha, if you weren't selling real estate, what would you be doing?
Flipping homes. If I have all that, if I have nothing to do, I would love to flip homes. I mean, I follow all these stagers that transform all these homes from dark to light to just beauty. I've been helping, I only dabble in a few flip homes, maybe less than 10 myself, but I've helped a lot of my clients renovate all their houses before we put it on the market. And the difference that it makes, it's wow. That's like a good passion of mine, to see ugliness to turn into beauty. And
nice. Yeah. Darcie?
I would probably have like 5 side hustles going. One of them would be a coffee shop. I've been dreaming of owning a coffee shop. So I'm kind of in the works with that on my brain with my boys. And then maybe opening like a rehab kind of eclectic shop at my ranch, or, you know, doing more with the nonprofit with the kids and the horses, or maybe even doing like Reiki at the ranch. Like, that sounds amazing to me. All different things all coming together. I don't know. That's what I'd be doing, mini side hustles.
Sound like you need more hours in your day.
I think I do, girlfriend.
Rosanna, what would you be doing?
So just to offer Darcie some information for you, I used to own 3 coffee shops for 10 years in Southern California, and I will talk you out of that in a New York second.
Oh no! I would love to pick your brain though. Oh my gosh, I had this idea.
Trust me, we had very successful shops, and guess what?
Uh-oh.
Or come into Sacramento Association of Realtors, and we looked at each other and I said, "Where do I know you from?" And she says, "Well, I used to live in Southern California." And I said, "Where?" And she told me, and I said, "You used to come into my coffee shop." And she's like, "Oh my God." It was called Espresso Yourself.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, Espresso Yourself. And we were like the first coffee shops in the area. It was by Claremont Colleges, and we had terrific success. It was a really great experience. But I'll tell you what, if you don't have restaurant experience, it's a restaurant. So we'll talk later. But I would not go back to the coffee shop business, as much as I loved my customers and I loved everything, because it's backbreaking. Just to let you know, real estate is a walk in the park compared to the restaurant business. So stick with your current hustle. But I would be an FBI agent. That's what I would be. And my husband says, you would be the best FBI agent because you're in everybody's business. You walk by me once and I'll see you again a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months later, and I'll tell you where I saw you before. That's how much I can recognize people. Yeah, I'll see somebody and I'll go, that person was at this party or this place or this show, this concert, because that's how much I'm always watching everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, you may have missed your calling.
Yeah, that's what I would be.
So if you could, Rosanna, if you could give one piece of advice to your 20-year-old self, what would it be?
Continue your education. I would have liked to have gotten my MBA. And then also I would say buy more real estate.
Samantha, what would you give your 20-year-old self advice?
My 20-year-old self, to just breathe, that life will work out. I went through a lot of turmoil. I lost my mom when I was 19. So with my 20-year-old self, I was still distraught, managing a couple of restaurants for my family. So it's like, don't jump into things too fast, continuing to be selfless. Good things will come from hard work and gratitude. Just be grateful in the now. But talking about if I had to do something else besides real estate, one of my number one things that I've always wanted to do was go to college to be an attorney. I think I could have served a better purpose if I would have followed that passion, but my parents didn't let me go to college. So here I am selling real estate.
Well, we're glad that you did. Who did I miss? Sue, what would you tell your 20-year-old self?
That it's okay to change careers. You don't need to do the same thing your entire life. So at 40, I changed careers and went from technology to real estate.
Great. Darcie, what advice would you give your 20-year-old self?
Don't let the little stuff bother you. Takes a long time to learn that.
Yes.
And I would take every risk that I took and I would have times it by 20. That's what I wish I would have done. I wish I would have taken even more risks, and I took a lot. So I would just say, just be fearless and take more risk and just heighten them and go for it. If you think you can do it, just do it. Don't even ask questions, just go for it.
It's great. That's really most of the questions that I have. There's been a lot of activity on the chat. But I wanted to give you all an opportunity if there was anything that you wanted to add, that you wanted to say to all these people that are taking notes and listening so carefully to what you have to say. And we're so grateful that you are here.
Continue giving back if you can. Be a positive role model to others, especially the newer agents. Continue doing what you're doing, giving back to Women's Council. Knowing that we're serving on the board and stuff, it's a volunteer position. We're not getting paid, but we want to give back in whatever aspect that we can. I've made so many great friends through Women's Council. I love the people that I've met from here to DC, everywhere. I love Taffy. I've seen her success. I'm so proud of you, Taffy. I would vote for you if I had a vote. So I saw your presentation. You're outstanding. Rosanna is just like family. Cynthia is like a sister to me. All of you guys, it means so much. I mean, we need to spread the love. Women's Council doesn't just build, it's not just a networking organization. It's actually building family and friendship, and it builds a lot of leaders. It built a leader in me. Trust me, when I started Women's Council, I couldn't get in front of people to talk. I was so embarrassed, so afraid of being in front. I used to walk around with the mic in the audience to get myself, I wouldn't go on the stage. So, you know, if anybody's shy, anybody wants to get going, I'm proud of Savannah. She's on the board. She's young. She's going to give back. I mean, lots of people are going to give back. But thank you. Thank you for having me today.
Uh-oh. The host needs to take control of the board. The host let it get away.
The board disappear.
Yeah, Sherry Radovich, you're sharing your screen right now. Stop sharing. I was just going to add about, you know, to the 20-year-old self also. Don't, and kind of touching on what Sue said, you know, if you look at the millennial population, they're not about having the same job forever. they're about exploring options, and they're about having the experiences. And I think that that's something that generations before us have lost, because people stayed in the same jobs for 50 years and retired, and then they were too old to do anything, and then they died, unfortunately. I think that it's all about having experiences in your life. And I think that, you know, for instance, I look at my nephews and, you know, they want to travel, they want to change jobs, they want to do things. And I think that that's really great, because I think through travel, we gain so much experience, so much life experience, so many memories. And like my mom always says, you don't get to take the material things or the money with you. You only get to take your memories. So I think it's really important to build quality memories and quality family time. And don't listen to naysayers when they go, oh, because when Jeff and I had our shops, Darcie, for 10 years, when we sold our shops, we traveled for 1 whole year. We put everything in storage, rented our house, and we took off. And we took our 2 big dogs. And my husband said, what are you, crazy? Why are we going for a whole year? And I said, well, how long do you want to go for? He said, 2 months. I said, you go for 2 months, I'll go for 1 year. So obviously he went for 1 year. But I'll tell you what, I will never, ever, ever get that time back. And for me to be able to do that, I mean, I'm forever grateful. And so you have to seize the moment and seize the opportunity when it's presented to you, and don't make excuses. Don't say, oh, I can't do this because so-and-so said, and I can't do this because so-and-so's a naysayer. You just do it. You believe in what you've got going on. You believe in yourself, and you just go. And guess what? You're going to come back just like we did a year later. You still could get a job, you could still do another business, you could still be a realtor, and everything's still the same. And guess what? My husband's whole family, who's all New Yorkers, type A personalities, they thought we were crazy. They're so jealous every time they think about that, because they go, have you ever been to, oh yeah, we went there too. Oh yeah, we drove cross country for 2 months. I know that little town. I know that state. I know this, I know that. They're like, oh God, yeah, I forgot you did that. Guess what? You can never be 29 or 39 or 49 again. You got to do it. You got to do it when you can.
Good advice. Great advice.
I'll say something. I challenge, you know, everyone right now as we're, you know, ramping up, and even though we're in shelter in place, I still think we can thrive here in place. I challenge everyone to up their social media. I challenge everyone today to go on and do a Facebook Live. I mean, just do it raw. You know, people are going to, when they see your true self, they start to, you know, connect with you, and they may not even go with agents who sell as many homes because they have a better connection with you, and that they see that you care and that you love people. I think that's huge. So just put that out there, and I just challenge everyone, like, it's okay. Like, don't even worry, just go. Hair all messy, you know, just go for it and show people your real self, and you can start building some neat relationships, even though we're still all tucked away. So, and also I'm here if anybody ever needs anything. If needs to come love on a horse, I got lots of horses. So give me a call.
I want to come horseback riding with you.
Girlfriend, come over. Yes, let's do it.
I'm going to come with you and Taffy. We're going to go riding.
Oh, we would love that. I know my mom would love that. Let's plan that.
I think that sounds like the next meeting.
Yay!
We do social distancing on horses, though.
That's right. We could do that.
It's our next, do our Facebook Live that way.
Yes, let's do it.
Send out the invitation.
Okay.
Taffy, I'm coming.
All right.
In case those of you that don't know, Darcie is Taffy's daughter.
Yes.
Taffy Maurer, our governor.
Yeah.
Hey, Cynthia, we need to go. Since you went on the bull riding with me, we need to go ride horses together.
I'm there. Heartbeat. All right. Is there anyone else that would like to add before I turn this back over to Liz?
Thank you, Liz. We love you.
Thank you for all of your great advice.
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay.
Did I not tell you it was going to be dynamic? Aren't they dynamite?
Right. Excellent.
Yes, thank you so much, everyone. Appreciate you being joining us today, and I hope you took some notes from these wonderful women. And be safe, everyone. We'll just go ahead and I don't have lunch to serve, but unless you want to come up here. But anyway, we'll see you next time, and thanks again, everyone.
So
Have a good day.
I just want to let everybody know that you can save the chat. If you go to the box down at the bottom where you're going to type, there's 3 little dots, and you can right click the 3 dots and it'll save your chat.
Oh,
Thank you.
Okay.
thank you, everybody. I
Yes.
appreciate it. It was wonderful.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you.
Be safe.
Be
Thank
safe,
you.
Anyone
everyone.
needs masks, let me know. I just bought a bunch more masks. So if
Thank
anybody
you.
needs any masks, let me know.
There we
Thank
go.
And the board, can you
Yeah.
guys hold tight for 1 minute?
Yes.
Everybody goes. I just have
Yes.
some questions.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yes, we will. I think we're still recording too. Oh, no, nope, not now.